Certainly looking to take some duels. Brolan, just peeking, spots the first, takes a bit of damage for his time. So you're facing off his contact. This is a brawl here on A. Xantares, though, finds the first two, and now they're backing off Scriv. They smelled out the stack, and they're going towards B.
Looking pretty good. I think it's a great mid-round call, if you ask me. There will be a player ready and waiting in the form of Mezzi, who's going to have to, at the very least, I think, get one. Definitely needs to stay alive. Second time around, he's able to pick up two, in fact. Xflower will trade him out, but the boys are here. The cavalry is here. It's all onto him more, and he gets it done. There is the first big clutch coming in. Eternal Fire win the pistol.
Decided to fake that one out a little bit. Fnatic, though, you can see them. You can see them on the minimap. They're pushing through that kind of A-ramp position for information, and this is a real matter of timing. Can they actually get behind these Eternal Fire players before the hit comes in? It looks like Scriv. It looks like the answer's no. Mezzi finds the first. Oh, he's really dancing around the pillar. They're going backwards. It's chaos here in the lower B area. Who's going to win first?
Oh, Deagle of Brolan. Able to find two, gets his hands onto a decent rifle as well, gets another huge round for Brolan. Xflower was on the backside, did indeed win his fight, now left on 1 HP.
Only Xflower survives. They will buy back in the X next, so at least the Galil has been saved over, but economically, this is a train wreck. Money is in the bin in Fnatic. They pulled off the reset. They even recovered 3 rifles for good measure, so that will even help bolster their economy even further. And
always a difficult position. I mean, you know, you generally think, oh, you could get a molly in there, but a lot of players, I think, prefer to get the mollies in deep. He'll get a flash. It's perfect. Xantares to fall, and the bodies are here. Great early smoke. You know, so smart here from Mezzi. He will get another. Instantly traded out by him, although it didn't even look like he found a kill there. It's Smooya on the AWP, though. Aggressive angle. Knows he can with the man advantage. Immor to clutch up once again. Brings it down to a 1v1. Alex is miles away, and Immor going to have to do the heavy lifting once again.
Time is running low. Let's recover that bomb. And of course get it planted, and he's taking a lot of time here, Scriv. He's taking a lot of time, and he can't find Alex, and he actually had an opportunity to grab the bomb and get it to the bomb site, but he was none the wiser to Alex's positioning. A bit of a freebie in my books there in the end for Fnatic, but this is...
Eventually they will move forwards, but not before Mezzi's in a pretty good spot. You've got no util to really get him away. He's going to let one cross. Oh, they line up. He nearly gets a double. Xantares, though, keeps his cool, of course, and gets the trade out. Crim's going to deny area on the right. Smooya denies it on the left, so you can kind of pincer in here, get the movement going through on either side, and indeed lock them in. Down goes Calix. Xantares, we've bigged you up an awful lot. You're going to have to pull this one off for the boys. Certainly will be tough, though, of course. No util, no head armor, and no real information. They're taking their time. They've got kits available. Crims will play up close, get ready for the peek out. Xantares finds the first, and he starts to drop away. Smooya trying to track him down on the USP. Gets it done, but can he get back to the bomb in time? The answer will be no. Xantares gets round number 2. And here you go, it's for B. And what a call it would be, actually. A great Molotov. And, yeah, indeed, a great hold. Smooya pushing forwards. Fine Woxic. Mezzi going to take out Xflower.
No.
Okay, it's getting a little bit saucy here as we end up in a 5-on-3. And they don't fully know. You know, you see this Molotov on B, and maybe you think...
Doing work on that AWP. Crims is still looking behind Default. Gets checked in the end, but Mezzi peeks out. Some very important responses. 3-on-3, though. The molly forces him back. So Eternal Fire, they have the sight, but Smooya, he's on the flank.
Needs to win this. Gonna go for it. Bomb goes down. Crouch peek in, but Calix, that angle just too tough to beat. Alex and Brolan have managed to retrieve AKs. They'll move to save. Yeah, you can kind of go with it for the AK. Meanwhile, you got Brolan fragging out of his mind. I'm taking this into the next round, bro. This one-tap potential is huge.
I think Fnatic will be very disappointed with that round.
Getting it. Super excited. Oh, Mezzi gonna peek up. Beautiful find. He will melt down, though, so... Who's really come out on top of that one? Usually we would indeed say the T's. And Crim's just spotted the boost up, gets perfect timing. Immor, see ya. See you next round, pal. Well played by all parties. Will absolutely clap Xantares. Always nice to see, you know, the shots where you don't even move your cross. Just wait for them to walk in. Easy peasy. And of course, Smooya has a bloody sticker of himself on the scope. Either way, 3-on-2. Oh my goodness. Definitely worth it in this round. We'll see what the push has got in store from these remaining 2 Eternal Fire players. Yeah, I was going to say, pretty hard to get past the AWP and the M4 crossfired like that. Just not going to happen. Fnatic back on the board. As he's been here before. Got to see the molly early, but nope, they're just going to contact in. Oh, Smooth kind of guesses himself and gets a little bit clapped. Great return flash there from Calix to result in the instant trade. Smooth moving out. Crim's in for the boost. Flash round allows the peek, but there's still return flashes from the T side. Has it been spotted? I think a little bit, but Smooth gets it around the corner. That's the bomb dropped as well. 25 seconds left and a huge frag coming in from Mr. Smooth himself.
All the players over. An early flash as well for Fnatic. Xantares, though, pinning heads to the wall in this round. Finally is traded out. It's just xCloud remaining. He's behind this position we like to call Dupree. He's going to face early, actually. He knows he's 1-on-2 and he needs a fight. Oh, he can't win out. Peeking the right side of the generator. Great team play from the Fnatic players to peek at the same time, but now they're isolated. Now they're isolated. Smooth peeks, taking more damage. It was a very valiant effort from xCloud, let's be honest, but Fnatic win out in the end. Very low buy here from Eternal Fire. So, as we were saying the last round, both teams' economy was really on the edge, and I'm finding a lot of plants here on B as it's a good trade to kick it off. Oh my god. Second headshot found. Calix doing so much work here on B, and now an AK recovered. This has suddenly become what should have been a slam dunk round for Fnatic. Is looking real scary now.
30 seconds kind of moving together. The ramp player gains more info. The short players, as it were, gain more info. And Smooth, he's got a few too many targets. He looked away at the worst possible time. And that might just cost them the round. That is Counter-Strike. That is the contact play. We have seen them, though, look relatively decent in the clutch. As Woxic goes down, that's one of the rifles taken out. It's now Xantares and Calix to clutch up.
Smoke on towards the bomb. That, of course, help them out. You can even one way over the top if you want to jump on the box. It's Alex, though, caught alone. Calix nailing a second headshot to pull Eternal Fire into what should have been an impossible round. And look at them playing together now. Xantares faces... Oh, he's sticking it. He's sticking it. He comes off the plant. Smoke has faded. It becomes impossible now, and Calix knows exactly what he's doing. Just dancing around the box, allowing no chances. It's been a disastrous round for Fnatic as, for me, anti-ecos are defining this half so far. That short side on the A bomb side, and the stack is starting to come in. Who's going to strike first? Can Fnatic rotate in time?
The Eagle of Mezzi not quite meeting the mark. Brolin caught awkwardly out in the open as well. Flash comes in. It's Immo who's not blind at all that he will take down. Trade is there. Crims with the Deagle has a little bit of help with those low HP bars. Smooth, of course, still with the AWP. Would be a massive round. Can't deny the bomb as it goes in for the cross. Crim's going to go down a little bit blocked out. You know, difficult here as they're on top of themselves. And Smooth, what do? Do you save? Do you go for it? He's feeling it. But he will not check the angle that Xantares is on. 6-2-6, Eternal Fire, keeping it close. Well, Smooth certainly is hungry for the frags. Alex, though, going to peek out at a pretty good time, I would say. 15 seconds left. At the very least, the B players will be prepared. It's Mezzi. You know where he is, but you're not ready for him. Double spray down. They were too sold on it, but Mr. Mezzi takes a lot of convincing to move away. Big 3K on the defense. Massive from Mezzi. Or something better than a P250. Maybe he dropped one across, though, Woxic. Fully spending. Alex has a little bit left. Hard to tell. Flash comes in, though. And Xantares going to rip two heads for the entry. Immo catches Brolin trying to regain some control. 5-on-2, just like that.
Eternal Fire are so good at just opening up rounds and getting aggressive individually. It's a nice piece of team play, but it's actually the confidence, the balls almost, to go for a play like that. Just flash me in individually. I'm going to take fights, and it's just rolling on here. Eternal Fire, they look worse for wear earlier on, but they've won this half. Can they keep it going into the second half? Getting this one would be an awesome start for you on this T side.
All right, let's see. Crims is a little fast there, as is the entire squad. Immo and Xantares going to take heads off. It is traded out quickly. It's Smooth who is able to find the key double. Brolin holding the backside, of course, as well. Well read, well worked into the A-bomb site. And you know, that's a pretty original pistol as well.
Yeah, very aggressive in towards mid, wrapping into that kind of, I like to call it the connector position, where the lifts are just there and...
Taps. Peek's coming in from both sides. They see he's not on it. No point in wasting time. Brolin will take his head off for good measure, just to make sure.
They all fell almost immediately, but aggressive mid seems to be on the cards. Crims are caught out of position. 1-for-1 trade in the end. Antares finds another. This is already a very scary round.
Yeah, and I mean, you lose so much kind of control and information. You've got to go back in. You see Mezzi here on the Mac 10 trying to get information. Alex hoping with a forward-facing attack that he could bring it back, but it's not going to happen. 4-on-2.
Certainly felt like Alex's duel there was a must-win, and he was the first to fall. Smooya's next to follow, and it's just Mezzi 1-on-4. Finds the first in great fashion, but only 50 seconds with nades dwindling. 29 HP. A tall order even for this man.
It is indeed. He will find another. It's kind of about doing the damage, but if you throw the kills towards him, you're going to give him a chance to show how deep, how high the ceiling goes for this young man. Calyx, all about the timing, and they're trying to create their own timing. The cone a little in the way for Mezzi. Will get taken down. Calyx looking good from Dupree. Slightly different way of playing it, but still the same effect as the big man Mezzi. Nice little bait smoke at the back of the site. Fnatic really stuck for ideas now.
Woxic chimes in with his third of the map. Takes down Smooya, and now Fnatic, they burnt all their utility initially trying to get up and onto the bomb site, and it didn't work. Got stalled out and lost those opening jewels, and this is just desperation here. It's a nice shot from Crims, but with 28 seconds and only flashes, how on earth do you pull this off?
Very, very, very scary indeed. 1 kill is all they find. Eternal Fire back on the board with a rifle round. Comes at the perfect time. Of course, you know how it goes, right? As soon as you mention it, that's when it happens. Smooya going to be the first to find the kill, though. Damage is cool, but kills are cooler. Mezzi picks up Woxic. 5-on-3. The timeout paying dividends.
Eternal Fire, they've got the stack, though. Couple players here. Calyx has also taken info on B, so if he can hightail it over, maybe an opportunity. Roland caught in the open. The molly's good, though. Forces him wide. Antari still in towards Ivy. Being a real thorn in the side of Fnatic. They're trying to chase him down. Important frag from Alex. And now just Calyx. 1-on-3. Do you even attempt this?
Also perfectly. So things looking really good. Eternal Fire going to have to answer back now. Mid-play. Oh, Crims. He's got the perfect timing. He's not checking the angle, but X5 can't quite finish him off as quickly as he would like. Woxic, though, picking up Brolin, probably starts to finish things off in this round. Down goes Mezzi as well. Woxic coming alive a little bit. As he picks up a 2K. Crims will move to just save.
At the top of the round, we mentioned how neither team really had much of an opportunity to build up a bank, but Eternal Fire, assuming they keep all 5 alive here, that will do wonders for their money and really bolster them as we get into the later stages of the second half. Fnatic taking a lot of time here to commit.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, big flashes from both sides as well. A lot of low HP bars over on that CT side. X5 for what? Brolin with the double, though, takes out Calyx. Woxic, meanwhile, trading back. Needed more or to stay alive. Those are your 2 options. Dying is the bad option, of course. And there it is. Alex will seal the deal. Bomb planted in just a second. Immor will have to save.
Look at Crims here. He's so aware that a player could have pushed through, and
Mezzi's had a little bit of an exchange, not too much. Going to be a bloodbath here, though. It's just a question in whose favor. It will be in Mezzi's favor. Quick 2K, 5-on-3. There is still potential, though. Look how low some of these members are on Fnatic.
Bentara's removing the head of Brolan for good measure, and it looks like he's pushed through, recovered an AK, so he can think about flanking. Smooya, however, takes down Immor. Alex finds Antares, and it was a slight opportunity, but Fnatic beginning to stabilize here. It's going to be 13-11.
Great little cam shot here, to be fair, to show how close yet. Oh, how far? Crims. Hello, sir. Actually going to give 2 kills back across. Cheekiness. A little bit of the Flusher Phantom, you know, in his head, telling him to go for the knife, but not going to work. And actually, X-Fire walks out with an AK, so smoke towards Ivy, just keeping T-side at bay. We have return spams, no real damage being found. Smooya keenly watching the angle, peeks into Woxic, though, and again, the passive, safe angle from Woxic going to pay dividends. It does wonders. Crims dropping the bomb away. Immor in the smoke will be spotted. Crims does well to find it, but it's still going to be a tough one. They lose Brolin in the meantime. Mezzi finds a kill on the backside there. There's not a lot of time. I think they could get the bomb in, but, you know, he really cannot stop. Can't take any bullets. Can't take any fights. They will indeed make the cross to get said bomb down. It's a bit of a different plan. Not this time, Woxic. We will get it through. Nearly gets the spam in. It's down to Crims 1v1, but Woxic will get him round the corner. Eternal Fire even it up. We don't need to, you know, keep contacting in and whatnot. Can be very difficult to do anyway, but we now have a chance to set up properly and find some of those weaker players slacking. Xfloud and Woxic chiming back in. It's Xfloud in for 2. Will be traded eventually, but not before the damage is done. And they have indeed, without, you know, Sans and Tares, they have managed to find it. Nade gonna go and touch down. It's now just a 1v1.
Mezzi needs to win this. He has to win this. The team money is terrible.
Needs to be careful, though. Going to change his crosshair up, and that could make all the difference. Swaps back at the last second, and he clutches up. Well, there you go. That sets it up, doesn't it? What do we got, Fnatic? It's going to be the mid-burst. Xcloud looks away. Woxic, though, got him covered. And that's the bomb dropped. Surely has to be it. Immor gets aggressive, picks up the lurker. Calix, even with the wallbang, leaves it onto Smooya, looking the wrong way. An Eternal Fire, they will take map 1. Not convincingly, not easily. Been melted, you know what I mean? You get the 1 kill, sure, but Brolin is so damn low. Has to get this utility out quickly. There's a return smoke. What do we do? Big damage onto Calix. Flash goes in. Has been spotted. Zentare's going to kill Calix through the smoke. Immor on the Julies, though, still alive, still doing damage. Always good to see. Back into a 3 versus 3 where you feel it never should have been here. Alex keeps pushing forwards and he'll find another head. Down to Xcloud and Woxic. Oh, no, it's fallen apart. And a team kill in there as well.
Only one player peeks out. Time is starting to dwindle. Nobody's facing Woxic. He's trying to force duels, but Fnatic for the moment playing this so well. Mezzi, though, first to fall, but there's no kit. There's no kit. It's going to be pistol round for Fnatic. And considering how that one started, wouldn't have betted on them, would you, early on? Xflower recovers that scout, so maybe he's got a few heads to take off. Can't hit the shot, though, and now bomb site on A is wide open. Alex is taking space to clear out B, and he might fall here, Script, but that's the point. He's got all the information, and now Fnatic know exactly what's up. Bomb's going to go to A, and
going to be out the window, of course.
Yeah, for sure. And certainly from the Fnatic perspective, you can imagine have some nades to play with. They're getting dropped around, so presumably Fnatic already thinking about the execute. Smokes come in, but that arch smoke is missed, Scrib. It's missed. And that might have cost Smooya his life. Adjusting though on towards B. There's still 2 in defense. Zantara is playing the off angle. Oh, the timing could be terrible, but it does hear these players in towards CT and committed in towards tree. Calix takes contact. Zantara swings out, gets the second in the end. Roland can't even fell him either, and Zantara, who's almost caught in a very tricky spot, but does serious work there from tree.
Oh. Noise being made by Crims. Probably going to hear that he's running away. Might give the game away a little bit. But certainly looking tough. Calix is still alone, at least for the time being. They're going to go through. He's hidden away, but he needs that support. Molly comes down, takes the peek, loses his life. Nade goes in, minimal damage. Going to have to be the save for Eternal Fire.
Oh, and Alex even finds Zantara's on the exit, and they really need to save every rifle possible here if they want to think about a buy again in the next. And it's the storyline you mentioned coming into this round.
Looks like I think the AWP will make it through. The M4 under a bit more pressure. I think Immor knows his role here, though. Has to help his team out. They're even using utility to make sure that they get through, right? So very, very, very key save. Another molly will probably go down from Woxic if it is required. Crim's going to fall, though. So looking good. They're not going to go any deeper than that. Let them take what they have into the next round. But Fnatic, as said, Immor gets a nade out. That's going to give the gap to Mezzi that he needs. And, yep, catches him off. Oh, CSGO'd. It happens to the best of us. And Mezzi's now in behind as well. A perfect kill.
Yeah, they'll also know they've just killed the third A player. They'll have done their prep and know that Emor is over there towards the A bomb site. You can see now Mezzy cutting off the rotates. Oh, another piece of terrible timing for Eternal Fire, and xCloud left alone. He does get the molly off, but he's being surrounded by 3 directions, and what can you do there? Huge round from Mezzy, and we saw the same on Vertigo as well. He is on fire tonight.
Yeah, however, it's just going to lead to the smashing. Looking for the ace, and he'll get it. Oh my goodness, that final one is...
I think this is getting out of control. They're reinvesting. Fnatic, though, fast play into the mid super quickly out. Emor finds a first and a second. Important frags. Vox is going to swing behind the molly, and Fnatic, it looks so good so far, but they switch it up on towards A.
But that's an achievement in and of itself. More damage done. Bomb plant comes in, keeps propping up their economy. Alex loves getting aggressive, and he has all game long. Smooya with the crack, able to take out Woxic. Honestly, it just keeps getting better and better. Alex with the perfect timing as well. Leaves it all onto xCloud. Smooya, how does he play it? Gonna look to sit in and around coffins, play things patiently, and he will find it. 4 on 2. Are you kidding me?
Just maybe Eternal Fire can win this one to turn it around.
Scout gonna get pushed off. Got to be careful on the refaces here. Calyx will find with the D. Smoke comes in as well. Actually, sorry, Flash comes in. That allows him to reposition, allows the Scout to kind of take his position. Big nade damage coming in. They still feel fairly confident. Smoke's going to come out. Flashes of their own to contend with. Calyx at Nubox then, got to stay alive. Molly comes in. He will push out. They are more than ready. And down he goes around the edge of the smoke. 3 versus 2. I think at the level that Eternal Fire are particularly from, where, 9-1, but it ends 9-6. Because you get your, minds into half number 2 of like, bro, this is going to be easy. One of those more experienced members, yeah, he might be a little quiet, letting the newer blood get the bigger frags, but when he's called upon, you can always count on Crims. That is kind of alliteration, but not really. Flash comes through the smoke here, as does the Fnatic side, as does Emor. 1 for 1 so far, Xantares. But again, hyper aware. Prolin not able to find the kill. Mezzy on the trade, can't get it done. Xantares looks good. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Able to find one of his most impactful rounds so far, but can they convert?
They dropped the bomb, though. That's the real problem here for Fnatic. They've got the site, but the bomb still drops out in front of Library, and
from the long angle, making noise though. There's not a lot of time, and this spot is perfect. Calyx will get checked and taken down, but you just got to run. Is there time? There should be, but he can't really take a fight. No! He'll catch Xantares on the way out, though. I just don't believe it, man. Like, honestly, it is so unreal how much Fnatic are able to get away with. And Eternal Fire, they are just on the end of the thread. I feel all you've got to do, you're in 2 minds though, right? It's like, do you stand and fight or do you run? And Xantares, he took option 1 to begin with and went with option 2 at the wrong time and just gets shot in the back.
How many more can Eternal Fire take until we're on overpass? This is out of control.
Flash comes in towards Banana. They're looking to answer back, but Brolin ain't blind. Xantares falls to Smooya, and there's nothing that you can do to stop the Fnatic train. Honestly, Mezzy going to find him or on the backside as well. They are revitalized after an insane clutch like that. It has given them the energy that they need. Oh my goodness. Fragging out of their minds, finding number 11 like it ain't nothing, and they will not drop a single player in that round. It just keeps getting better and better, Alan. Or is it just... No. Okay, so he's just repositioning, but there's still 3 in towards B. Could be massive. xCloud finds the first. Great little contact. They're all going to go down, and with that, with a few more peaks coming in, yeah, they're kind of like, okay, we sent the Vanguard in. Brolin gets the info. Smooya to hold the backside. Will drop. That's an AWP given across, so you might just save now if you're Eternal Fire. Again, they're kind of aware. Crims is ready for them to look for a way out, but it's not going to come. Crims will find both. Takes the AWP back. Thanks very much. 13 secured. No sweat off their brow, even walking into the stack initially.
Eternal Fire, man down again, and certainly based off the last few rounds we've seen, they've struggled so much to readjust. 3 players over towards A, so we'll see where the gamble is. And Mezzy, how is he finding all these frags? It's crumbling here for Eternal Fire.
Well, the AWP shot doesn't quite land. We'll be given a little bit of another chance at it. Smooya going to take down Xantares. Woxic falls to Alex. Calyx the only one left. It's the last round, my friend. You got to go. He's that B anchor. He's always playing these tough spots. Can he even make it out of B? That's the question. Brolin will be holding not open, but I think this angle looks even better for him, to be honest. They've kind of locked him in. Crims is here. First point of contact and just collapse him out. Thought it would be for the info, but he actually finds the kill. 14-1. Need I say more? See you in half two. And he will just keep on spotting. CT smoke comes in. Headshot taken. Lucky to be alive without armor, actually. Zantares knows his own angle well. Takes out Brolin. Smooya and Mezzi, though, crossfire in. They will be dealt with quickly. Bomb going to go down. 3 versus 2 on the retake for Fnatic.
Alex himself seeds that control. The problem is no kits recovered and unable to find in the opening pick. So it's just Crims remaining. Eternal Fire set to make it up to 2, but clearly goes without saying, monstrous mountain of work left to be done. But pistol round alone, that convincingly does go the way of the Turkish squad.
Nades coming in. They will split up, but again, they are somewhat in behind. xCloud wins a key fight, but it's the CZ. In comes Alex. Zantares is low, and he will fall as well. 3 versus 2. xCloud now low as well. It has gone from 0 to 100 out of nowhere. They're going to go pushing through the smoke. They don't care about the general rules of engagement. They will continue to win the fights, and Fnatic get the force buy. Again, the game speaks for itself, but they just really can't do no wrong.
Just the ultimate blow in the end as well. And Fnatic on the retake, it was so well played. You might have missed it, but they actually flashed through that smoke as well for good measure. So it looks like more of a risk than it actually is. And again, Eternal Fire falling flat against the pistols. They even found the opening pick, but look at this response. Look at that Deagle kill. And of course, Alex, immaculate timing on the flank. And Eternal Fire, honestly, given the scoreline, the conversation we were going to have was grouping up with numbers. They have got a lot of nades, and this timing. Oh, this is on a knife edge here. Flashing out. Can't quite connect with the first. The spray transfer back is brilliant. 2 frags for Brolan. Mezzi, though, still, though, waiting on those rotates. If they commit in early, it's 1 on 3. They're taking their time, and Mezzi now, he looks set up perfectly.
Oh, a little bit awkward on the flashes. Mezzi on the pillar, looking good. Will fire the double headshot, eventually stop, but that is that. 16-2.
Let that one sink in. Let that one sink in. After the first map, we were talking about
the P250s are pretty deadly. Crack angle. Smooya able to find it, though. Ready for Zantares. Will be traded instantly, but it's still that man advantage that they hold on to. Wide swing coming in. xCloud, meanwhile, isolated in towards long, gets taken down thanks to a flash. Brolin holding behind. Things looking very, very good now in the 4-on-2. Head taken off by Calix, though, and I don't know whether that calls, for a swing. Do we go back towards B? No, they're feeling pretty confident in the A hit here, actually.
Early
and
flank.
Calix, therefore, has got a job to do, but there is indeed Immor coming in very, very quickly. But it looks like they will be ready for it. It's not going to pan out for Eternal Fire. Pretty good across the board, actually, I'll say, from both teams. So I do feel that Fnatic coming into this one, you've had plenty of time, and that has to be a conversation that you've had. Flash comes in. Oh, it's not perfect, though. And xCloud, he was forced forwards. He just ends up getting blinded by his teammate's flash. So all good here. Walks it with the scout. Still could be a bit deadly. Caught out in the open. Does well to take Alex down. But it's... What is that? What? I was going to say it should be good to go here for Fnatic, but Mr. Woxic's got other ideas.
Where was that Woxic on map 1 and 2? What on earth was that? Crazy stuff. 5-7 chiming away. Can't connect on Emor. Grimby's going to chase down these players, so it's only Emor remaining. But obviously, honestly, I'm still in shock from that shot. What on earth was that?
Dunno, mate, to be honest with you. Now we're down to a 1v1. Like, how did we end up here? Oh, and he even lands the attack. Smooya will take him down, but, it is the consideration that is a hell of a lot of damage done on a round that looked... And I would say, off the back of that, things looking pretty damn good for Eternal Fire. Fnatic don't even really have, map control that they've traded for those kills. They're just looking to go B, I guess. But, of course, the nature of this map, they could indeed rotate up off the back of a fake.
All 3 here. Fnatic ready to go. It's going to take some stellar entries to get back into this round. Swiftly trade his Calix. The problem is too many numbers in defense, and there too many angles to deal with. And in the end, Eternal Fire, they keep it clean.
Beautiful stuff. Info from Crims, I would imagine. Brolin finds Calix, and holding on to the rifle prowess has not happened for Eternal Fire here. 3 versus 2 on the retake.
Just falling like dominoes, the CT side in this round. First frag goes the way of Mezzi, and from there, they actually commit B into numbers. Entries, though, are too good. One reply, though, from xFloud. So it is going to be the 2-on-2, but Fnatic, they're already in good positions.
Yeah, really looking solid. Ooh, in comes the push. xFloud trying to get around the corner here. Of course, not usually on the AWP, but they're using that HP game. Woxic, though, tries to peek off of, you know, the little bits of control, and Smooth's like, nope. Especially against the CT side, this can kind of be a blessing in disguise, actually. You've now put them in a spot where they have to make some tough economic decisions.
Only saving grace is the loss bonus is still... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, another one comes through. Woxic then trading him. Certainly going to be difficult now. They're going to try and hit the B bomb side instead, but they lack the numbers. They lack kind of the protocols by the looks of things here. Alex will melt down Calix, but not before he himself falls. Not the player within the makeup of this team that you'd want to be in this scenario.
There is an opportunity here to push back Woxic, but we can get so much done. For the moment, still sitting back on the bomb site as Fnatic gains ground. Xantares has made it over, and he's calling in his teammates, xFloud as well, for good measure, as it looks like Fnatic's turning around, but there's a big problem. There's a big problem. The flank is soon to be coming. The flash is good. The spray laboured. Gets in the end. Low the trades, but unfortunately, as I said, the flank was all too much. Important round, and now Fnatic money broken.
As he goes around the corner, that's where it becomes a bit more dangerous. Yeah, just not ready at all. Clapped out immediately. Brolin was kind of there to maybe trade if there was one, but there's actually 2, so it's very difficult to trade.
Trying to react onto B as Fnatic. Problem is, there's a smoke down. Roland finds one, but it's swiftly traded. Where's that frag came from?
You know, xFloud on 3 kills right now. Looking really, really good. 3 versus 2. They'll try and contact their way in here, but it just looks like a lost cause, really. Crim's going to go for the plant. Alex watching him, and he does find his frag. Oh, and he rips xFloud up. The in-game leader. Worth his weight in gold for this round, and now Woxic against 2.
He's committing further and further into the bomb site. So even saving the AWP now is a stretch, and he's going to go down immediately. Important round for Fnatic. He'll be in for a very unwelcome surprise soon. Indeed he is. 5-on-3. Not like this, Fnatic. Eternal Fire, they can't do it again.
Woxic not pulling the trigger at all. It really is tense here with a minute left. Safe positions once again, so they could feasibly make their way to the bomb plant, and they will. This is where it gets a little bit tougher. You do have a kit in play, but, you know, weaker weaponry. You can't take as many fights. Brolin, though, going to get caught from the side. Will get one traded quickly. So 4 versus 2. Same kind of scenario in terms of the numbers. Crims finds his double. Alex takes xFloud. And now it's just Woxic. Nothing like that. Again, we don't see it. They give Fnatic too much room on B. Not the first time. And they will let it slip.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to see here on the replays. Thinking about boosting again. How on earth does Alex find that? Oh my god, what's going on here? Complete madness. Boost on boost. And Crims wins out.
Goodness me. Alex, meanwhile, in all the carnage, is still playing Counter-Strike. They're out here playing Whack-A-Mole or something. And he is still clicking head. Of course, Woxic going to move to save again. A crazy, like, I don't even know, mate. What would you call that round if you're Fnatic? You know, they failed the boost like twice. They even made sound on one of the boost attempts. So, massive mistakes, and they're just not capitalized on. Well, they are very quick up towards A here. It's a bit of a different tune, and Brolin leading the charge. Will take Woxic out, of course, the AWP. Awkward timing, though. xFloud gets in. Smooya was meant to cover.
xFloud yet to make his way over as Calix makes the play. He decides, I'm going to readjust in towards his B short position. He's behind the sandbags. Gets one and falls out, and now Mezzi. Tough spot, but it looks like he's going to get that bomb down. No, he can't. Calix swings out. Important round.
It really, really is terrifying. So, xFloud, what have you got for us? A little bit of a Molotov. Unfortunately, they've contacted in while he's been doing this. He needs to find a few more heads than just the one. It sets up Calix, though, who not only finds one kill, he's also damaged Brawler massively. Certainly doable.
Fnatic, for me, not keeping this as clean as the start of the half and making a few individual mistakes. 2-on-2, though. Smooya has nades. It's a nice heaven smoke. We'll give him credit for that. And the Molly as well is going to buy even more time. Perfect util usage. But even so, the HP on the Fnatic could do them in the end here.
Nice find. Down to just Calix. Great to get out onto the angle and wait. And there it is. You've set it up. Can Calix capitalize? He's got a lot of angles to check and not a lot of time to do it in. So Brolin going to use that to his advantage, of course. Not making an awful lot of noise. Tap comes in. Brolin not making noise. Will get checked, but he sees there's nobody on the bomb. We're all good. And there's just no time. Down he will go. But the half and, of course, that round going the way of Fnatic. 10-5 at the end of it. We'll see if they can capitalize. Yeah, definitely true, actually, to be fair. So we will see, indeed, flashes over the top. Quick 2-for-1 in favor of Fnatic, and they aren't sold. They're ready and waiting on the B bomb site, you know, and now Eternal Fire back to the drawing board in the middle of the round. You know, someone's got to lug it with them. They're not able to take a timeout. They're not able to stop and, you know, get all the nice pens out. They're going to have to scribble and get it sorted quick.
Really slowed this one down of Eternal Fire. As you said, Fnatic, no signs of budging. They're hoping for overfacing CTs, but it's not coming. Mezzy, quick information peek. That alerts the CTs to what's up. Crims chiming in, finds another, and it's free for Crims in the round. Laboured on the fourth, but it's the quad kill for Crims, and he's a player that's... To lose now when you've already done so much work would be devastating, and Fnatic, they keep pressing the issue. Brolan gets behind, drops the bomb. 5-on-2 as the Turkish squad here are crumbling in this round on the T side of Overpass.
Wow. Wow. And this is it. You know, this is the idea, because you've got the advantage in terms of the rounds. You keep these saves coming in. Eventually, it's got to work, boys. Keep at it. Trust the process. Trust the method. And when it does...
If they lose this one... losing grip on this grand final. Brolan finds the first. Where's the trades? Where's the team play? It's a nice kill from Woxic, but 1-on-4, too little too late. And Fnatic, they're going to be up to 13 and in touching distance of the Republic title.
Oh, nice find from Woxic. Becomes a question of survival for the big man. In the same vein, Fnatic probably don't want to lose too many players. So nice angle here, able to cut off. They'll know that he's in towards long if he doesn't come past. And they are indeed holding very, very well. And they'll start to crunch in. It's small, but it's a really, really nice move from Fnatic, I think, to not get overzealous.
He could die after time, and he does. Yep. Oh my god.
It's massive. They really do speak for themselves. You know, he's not indeed up on the 30 bomb. That would be mega cool, but you got to bear in mind here, folks, one of the key things that we see, 21 kills, 11 deaths. That means he's winning most of his fights. Alex, also fairly positive, now up to 15 and only 11 deaths. So he will get aggressive, not afraid to take it as the in-game leader. It's all baited out, it's all planned, as Smooya will be the next one to find the frag. Fnatic, they're back to it. Ascendancy, walking on water, and they have certainly hit Counter-Strike Nirvana here on Overpass. So tough. Smooya, see it from his vision here without the X-ray. And there it is. Peek comes in. X-Cloud falls. He'll go for a jump peek. A little bit of info gained. 7 seconds, though. That was their time to push in. And, man, when it's 14-7, backs against the wall, and the round ends with you running away, tail between legs, that is...
falling apart here. Nades as well for good measure, and Woxic trying to take Jules, and 5-on-3 now for Fnatic, looking so solid. Only 2 remaining, and this could be it. Fnatic absolutely hands on the title. Just need to close this one out.
Yeah, Woxic gets trapped with the bomb, mate. Like, it is just capitulation. You know what I mean? It's 13-7 or whatever. I guess the game's over, guys. We tried our best. Not for us, and they just get ripped apart in the final round, and I think that really sells the final few rounds of that series. It'll be Fnatic